Hey, Sylvia, Gorenszach here, GelMoment independent distributor, and we are going to cover today how to do this plaid look over here. So I'm using Raven's Kiss, Meet Me at the Chapel chandelier. I've already put the dollops of polish on this handy dandy silicone mat that we have that's available. It's great for nail art. It's great for cleaning up after you take your nail polish off. Basically just fold it up and put it into the garbage, not the mat, but the shaving, the polish residue, and then give it a quick wipe and then you're good to go. So I'm just going to put these out of the way. The next thing I'm using are these two brushes that we have from the Creativity Kit. So this one has a little bit more bristles here and is a little bit thicker. And then there's this thin one here too. So this one we're going to use for thinner line or the thicker lines on our plaid look. And this is going to be used for the thin line. Okay. And I have a cleanser pad just in case we need it and my trusty handy dandy lamp. So let's get started. I'm going to take the thicker brush here and we're going to go through the Raven's Kiss, and you want to cover the whole brush, okay? Or the whole bristles of the brush. All right, and now when you do this, you don't want to wait too long. You kind of want to apply it quickly. And the reason being is that what happens is that the polish will actually go up the bristles and you'll see that you already have a little bit of a thick dollop there. It's like an accumulation of polish at the tip. So if you ever get that, just run your bristles through the polish again, and then you won't have that. So then we're going to apply it here, maybe over here, sure, it doesn't really matter. Plaid doesn't really have any rules. So you'll see that the brush actually did my work for me. Because the bristles are so long, I'm going to give this a quick cure. So I'm going to place the lamp in front of the polish and just cure it for a quick 5 or 6 seconds. It's called a flash cure. And the reason why we do this is because I don't want to do for the full 45 seconds. One, because it cuts down the time on doing your nail art, so you don't have to do a full 45-second cure every single time. But our polish self-levels, and so it doesn't allow for crisp lines sometimes. So that's why I do a flash cure. So once I have a line there that I like, then I just quickly put it underneath the lamp for a quick 5 or 6 seconds, called a flash cure, just to kind of set it. But I would definitely not take a cleanser pad or wipe that right now because it's not fully cured, okay? But it's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to now run my bristles through that Raven's Kiss again and do another line this way. So now when I just put my finger through there. That's okay. I'm just going to rub that right there. So now that I've chatted a little bit and getting that accumulation at the tip, so we'll fix that up. Anyways, when I'm doing the lines perpendicular to my nail, I actually like to turn my hand, and I'm just gonna run it through there. And actually, I turn my fingers that way. Do you see that? It's actually, I let my finger, I'm not moving the brush at all, but I am moving my finger. So the finger is actually moving along the brush and drawing the line for me. So I like that. I am going to cure that for a 40, my goodness, a flash cure just quickly. And I'm keeping my hand right here too so that it doesn't cure over here. And I have the brush over out of the reach of the lamp too, so it's not going to cure the polish on there. Okay, so that looks good. Now, what are we going to do? So I am going to switch over to the smaller brush. I'm just moving this brush over here. The smaller brush is going to be used for thinner white lines, okay? So again, same principle applies. You want to run your bristles through and then not wait too long, because if you wait too long, so you're already getting that accumulation at the tip. And if you get that on your nail, what's going to happen is that it's going to be thicker on one end and then thin the rest of the way, okay? So you kind of want to have an even distribution of the polish on your brush. And now we're just going to start drawing some lines. This one I'm pressing very lightly, and we have a great little line right there. So I'm going to now bring this over here, cure that for a quick 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, just so that the line doesn't move. Especially with the thinner lines, you'll find that it kind of flattens out and levels out a little bit quicker. So now we're going to do the same thing over here. And I'm keeping my hand quite still and just moving the brush all the way up. Okay, let's do that for a quick 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, really quick seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, don't worry, we are going to do a full cure at the end. So now I'm going to do another white line meet me at the chapel line along the lower end of the nail. So I am just rolling my finger. I'm not actually moving my brush. It just works better for me. I mean, you do it works for you, but I like this method where I roll my finger and I'm not even moving my brush, and I get that nice line. It just seems to work a little bit better for me when I'm running the perpendicular nail or perpendicular lines. So now I'm going to cure this because we've done a lot of work here. I'm going to cure this for the full 45 seconds and we'll be back. Okay, that is done. So there we go. So now I'm going to just put my brush through the white again and retrace some of these lines because I want it to be a really nice pop of white. And I find that once you have a line on there, it's actually a lot easier doing it a second time because your line's already there, so you don't have to really think about it too much because it's already there. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So I am going to do a full 45-second cure on that one, and then we'll be back again. Okay, those lines are ready. So now we're going to switch over to chandelier, and you're probably wondering, what do we clean our tools with, our brushes with? Just your cleanser pad. That's all you need. So I always keep one handy when I'm doing nail art, and that's it. You just clean it up. Make sure it's squeaky clean. And now I'm going to put this right back in the packet because whenever you're using, or whenever you're doing nail art, you never know where you're going to make a mistake. You never know when you need a quick cleanup, and it keeps it nice and wet. So let's see now. Well, let's do a little bit of chandelier across the top here, and maybe we'll do one right beside that black. Okay. So again, the same thing. You just run your bristles through the polish, and chandelier is a little bit thicker. So I'm going to go right beside that black and go slowly. I find that the sparkles need a little bit of help here. Whoop, got that little dollop at the end. And I'm definitely going to do a second coat of chandelier because I really want this stripe to pop right out. Okay, I'm going to do a quick flash cure of 6 seconds, 5 seconds, something like that, just so to keep that chandelier in place while I do the line that goes perpendicular to that line. Okay, so let's do this again. Now again, you can do it yourself if you're really good with the freehand. I find that I don't get such a straight line doing it this way. That's why I go this way, and then I actually rotate my finger and keep the brush in one spot. Okay, I know I keep saying it, repeating it, but I just think it's like a really cool trick because I found out about it. Well, I just happened to come across it. I'm like, how am I going to get straighter lines? I'm like, oh, I can just move my finger instead of the brush whenever I'm doing these perpendicular lines. Okay, and then I'm going to come from this side and meet up in the middle. Ooh, looking good, looking good. Okay, now we will do the full 45-second cure, and then when we get back, we'll put another coat of chandelier on the other lines that we just did. All right, so now we just have to put the final touches on those 2 lines of chandelier on our plaid design. And again, I always find it's a lot easier to do it on the second coat. It's a lot easier because the line is already there. Okay, and then with this one, I'm just going to join it up in the middle. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Okay, let's do a full 45-second cure. Okay, it's complete. I love it. So there is the plaid design there. I really, really like it. I had done something different on this one where I had the matter effect on both of these fingers, and then I did a bow. Not too sure about it, but I really like this look. I might actually keep this shiny. I'm kind of keen on that one. So these are my little present nails that I have for the holidays. So if you love it, please like and subscribe and be prepared for my next video. We'll see what we come up with next. Ciao.